It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
Interesting.
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolford. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be Lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going too. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolford will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Huette.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? One coin, one vote.
Very well. I would hear each of... Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
This, please. I went. Path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party. Laid out for your seat. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As a player, you will be bound to the decision on the vote. Before voting commences, you may attempt to persuade the others to change their minds. Whether or not your attempt succeeds will only be revealed when the votes are cast. That's cool. The strength of Serenoa's convictions will affect the chances of success. The key to winning over your party is gathering the necessary information beforehand. That information may not always be found in the same room where the votes are cast, so be proactive in talking to everyone you meet on your journey. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party as stated.
Lord Serenoa.
Ace-Cross soldiers are said to be among the strongest of all. However, that is only here to keep the judgment. How long is it Ace for? I think Ace-Cross.
Lord Serenoa.
Ace Frost or Hazelnuts, it makes no difference to me. Where you go, I should follow. Though, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the name. They say Ace Frost is the nation of Iron and Ice. What about appeals to you? It is Frederica's home and where my future brother-in-law resides as Archbishop is the natural. Doubtless, they would prove to be vital in ensuring the success of the mining network. Heard a story of a smuggler pursued by the Ace Frost military. I would like to hear more of the story. And what crimes were to deserve such a great
Indeed.
A smuggler. It must have been bold crime to arrest me. No matter what he was peddling to risk so much, I too would be interested. Thank you for sharing my work. I see now why you wish to visit.
Lord Serenella.
Iceland's Ministry of Medicine said to be a beacon of progress in both medicine. I believe we can benefit greatly from the fruits of their knowledge with our own eyes. What interests have you with the great Duchy of Iceland? I've heard much of the grandeur of Ace Frost City. The Lord should take interest in how life is lived on the nation. I'd like to visit Frederica's hometown, both to sate my own curiosity and for the city.
Ah,
Of course, it's only natural you would have an interest in the home. And from a more practical perspective, I'd be curious to see how Ace Frost became. How's changed now that we have found him. I appreciate your point of view. There's much to think. There's much that I must think over before I approach the grounds.
certainly not.
Of course, if you have further thoughts, then I would be all too glad to hear them. Ace Frost achievements in ironworks are second to none. Have you no interest in these ironworks? Truth be told, I find Ace Frost achieving wins more pure, life-giving scenes of Iceland. Knowledge is the foundation of power. We can learn much by wandering the archives.
Quite true.
Ah, the archives, the seat of the world's knowledge. Even the most erudite among us is but a fool.
I am decided.
You have given me much to consider, Lord. I shall take your perspective into account when
Serenoa.
I've always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was born. How'd you spend your youth? I would very much like to see.
Lord Serenoa, hello.
But now, Frederica's position has offered her a few chances to visit. Keeping your relationship with the Holy State would doubtless do you benefit as well. Why not do something that Frederica would like a long accomplishment?
Lord Serenoa. Lord Serenoa.
Isaac has his charms as well, I'm sure. What about appeals to you? I wish to see how their touted quality works in practice. For now, it is only this. I would like to visit the source. There is nothing else like it in the world. It is said the skill that made it sleepy. Would you like to test your skill against such words?
Quite true.
I've heard the same. What magic I have seen is impressive enough. I can scarce imagine what true magic is. I should like to try my hand against one in a mock combat. A bow against some spells.
Okay.
Thank you, my lord. I suppose there may be similarities.
Say,
Doubtless Aesfrost would be a closer partner in the days ahead. It'd be wise to see how they live, don't you think? I wish to visit the Holy City. What reasons have you for wanting to? Just a feeling. The thought from the source has made them prosperous. I would be interested in seeing how that will benefit. I would be fascinated to see a society where everyone is strong.
certainly.
Indeed, they say Hyzan is a country without kings or hard to imagine. Why imagine when we can see it with our own eyes? From what everyone else thinks. They've given me much to consider, friend.
Listen, lad.
Can't very well say Hyzan holds much good. For Slay and Atan are too clever. I'm sure the people at Aesfrost will give a warm reception, even if they're weather wrong. Yeah. You want to go to Hyzan, do you? You're telling me why, my lord. The sand and the sun must make people of a different sort. Good be interesting to meet them. I've long wanted to visit Source. It is the cornerstone of all life in New Zealand. Stories of the miracles performed in the Ministry of Medicine have taken me. Such knowledge could help our soldiers in common hope.
You're onto something.
Aye. Doubtless we can learn from the minds of the country. Good be. Would that we had such gifted healers and mages at our disposal. Might be we could ask for a book. But I've always been of the mind that the best learning is done through doing.
I've made up my mind.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts on that. Eridorus. Prince Franny and Minister Petriot are waiting to see off our students. They said to ask them if you have any questions. King Regna expects great things of us. If there's anything I can do to help, anything I can do to be of service, simply say that. I should like to learn more about the holy state of the Hyzans. I know they lay claim to the source, and thus all Brazilian salts. I should like to know more about Frederick's home. I hear the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost, known for its heroes. I'd like to hear more about our home at Glenville. Are there any problems I should be aware of? Well, of course, your curiosity is only natural, seeing as you're the men's. Shares a border with the whole state itself. Hyzant is a very devout region that reveres the goddess of salt and her king. The citizens are her followers, and they are led by her own, the Hierophant, along with the rest of the sages. Hyzant itself is mostly a desert wasteland, with the exception of the source. They claim ownership over the salt within it, declaring it to be a divine boon to the goddess herself. Therefore, making it Roselia's most wealthy and powerful nation. I heard that the people there enjoy peaceful lives. You heard, right? But appearances can sometimes be deceiving. As you may already know, it is probably best not to take a Rosellan like a Lady Frederica to go to Hyzan. Pray forgive me. I forget myself sometimes. I hope my foolish memories are not tolerant. The decision is yours to make, Lord Serpent, and I am sure you will choose most wisely. Lord Wolfort, and know your position as head of your house comes with many responsibilities. But being partly to Roland's fancies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. Roland's doing what he can for the kingdom in his own way. As his older brother, I'm sure you can see that. Roland may be a prince, but he's also like a brother to me. I swear to do all I can in the service of him. I appreciate your concern, Prince Randy. I hope that you and I can be friends as well, just like our fathers before us. Do I go more diplomatic to try to be friends with him? Let him know that Roland's my best friend, my brother, because that I'll do whatever I can to serve the crown. Or I'm stuck. I want to kiss ass. Yeah. My brothers, you mean to take my place as that fourth older sibling then? Of course not. There's no way I could replace you, Prince Randy. But because you are brothers in truth, it stands to reason you would bicker like siblings. Perhaps it would be good for the royal family if I were to be a buffer between them. What a curious man you are, to offer advice such a do as you please, but I suggest holding on tightly to his reins if you do. Alright, time to vote. Let's see where we're going. I decided to go to Hyzant because I both elected a citizen and home where my mother grew up. And it's the home of all the salt in the world. It means abundance. Very coveted natural resources. Really good? No. Alright, go time. Alright, let's see what we get.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, or the Holy State of Hyzant?
I think we're going to Hyzant.
Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
If that is your wish, then so be it. Hyzant is just as good as Azeroth.
You make a convincing argument, my lord.
We shall have a chance to visit Hyzant again. That answer. I kind of like this, the whole persuasion.
You have my
mechanic.
vote.
Where my lord goes,
I changed my mind.
Hyzant has its charms, but charms I mean to say.
You won me over.
I'm behind you, my lord.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
And we're going to Hyzant. Travel to Holy State. Here we go.
The way forward is decided. We journey to Hyzant.
Theranos convictions have been strengthened. Let me a quick drink.
We have decided. We set sail for the Holy State of Hyzant. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Lord Serenoa.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would
And in my
choose to
house
grace
also
our
the-
nation with your
This is
presence.
the house that protects the current.
That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook. I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzant.
She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
What's going on? Is it?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Your lady's hair would draw attention. Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
Make her cover her hair.
My mother's hair. The pink locks of the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzant.
Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation. How the gospel of the goddess regards them as sinners.
Yes, I do. But I am from Esfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins.
Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Alright. Our first trip.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
You got it. So we're going to Hyzant. Everyone needs to be history. What's the membership of these?
By order of King Regna, Serenoa escorts their esteemed guests back home, beyond the forest and over the mountains to a vast sand-swept land. Before long, a grand wall of stone rises before them. Known as the Goddess's Shield, behind it lies the source, Noselia's only supply of salt. Upon the lake shores of the source towers a giant likeness of the goddess, ever watching over the flourishing city and the palace below. This is the holy state of Hyzant.
It's like Saudi Arabia. The noise. They have all the door. It's just... I'm taking a little intrigue. Or geopolitics.
I had heard tales of the goddess's shield, but its grandeur surpasses even my imagination.
It protected the holy state from both Glenbrook and Esfrost during the war. None in history have succeeded in breaching it. Do you think you might fare better, Lord Serenoa?
I think penetrating these walls would be nigh impossible.
A most courteous answer. I should have expected as much.
What's that sound?
Could this be?
Is this the hour of worship I've heard so much about?
Indeed. Hyzantians offer their prayers up to the goddess's statue every day. They thank her for her blessing, for bestowing us with the source, from which all Norzalia's salt is harvested.
To see every citizen pray is astonishing.
The goddess truly is at the center of all Hyzant, just as the stories say.
Even so, are there none who'd use this time of worship to rob their fellow citizens?
There are none so misguided among the goddess's believers.
All Hyzantians are guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter. The Holy State has done everything in its power to eliminate poverty and ensure equality. As a result, no one envies others or craves riches for selfish reasons.
Certainly, if everyone were equal, there would be naught to fight about.
But achieving absolute equality is impossible.
The words of an unbeliever. The goddess showers her blessings fairly upon all who follow her teachings.
Before we visit the Hierophant, there is one thing I must tell you about Lady Frederica.
Under normal circumstances, the head of our nation would not permit an audience with one of Rosellan extract. We have explained the circumstances, however, and she has been granted special permission to enter the palace as an envoy.
That said, we would ask that Lady Frederica remain silent before the Holy One.
Silent? Why?
I reiterate that typically she would not be so much as allowed to attend. We ask for your understanding of our creed.
You mean to treat one of Glenbrook's delegates as if she weren't even there?
Prince Roland, you are here in secret. It would not do for you to gainsay another nation's religious creed. I have no objections.
Well, her genetics.
My apologies.
Where her mother grew up.
You needn't apologize.
Also, right?
Let us do what we came here for.
That should be useful.
We appreciate your understanding. Now then, let us show you to the palace.
That race is discriminatory because of her bloodline. Here, is she not the Apple 10? Interesting.
That is where the Hierophant resides.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages.
No, exactly.
None are allowed to look upon the Holy One's face. None save Minister Edor, who conveys their divine words to us.
Pardon our intrusion. Lord Serenoa Wolford of Glenbrook has escorted us home on behalf of King Regman.
The Hierophant speaks to you. Serenoa Wolford, we thank you for your gracious gesture. We are overjoyed and humbled that you have chosen to grace our nation with your presence.
I am unworthy of such high praise, but honored nonetheless.
House Wolford and Hyzant have shared a deep bond ever since the Sultan War. On behalf of the Saintly Seven, it is my wish that our friendship will be as strong as it was with your Lord Father.
But of course, I strive to one day measure up to his greatness.
You will also, in time, succeed Lord Simon as advisor to the mining venture, I hear. The Hierophant would hear your true thoughts on the endeavor.
So, with the Salt Iron War, basically 4 with 3 war nations. fighting each other for many years over a precious resource, which is salt. The thing is, the nation of Pizant, which we're in right now, built the Holy See of Pizant, controlled all of the salt. The war was able to be mediated and concluded because another source of salt was found in different parts of the world, Glenbrook, which is where my house and the house of Glenbrook, the king I served, lived as well. And basically we had all three nations work together with each one with their expertise to be able to mine this new resource. And we were able to end this 100-year war and bring everyone together, because now there were the Holy See of Pizant didn't have control of all the salt anymore. But with this venture with the three other nations, people still have blood, misgivings, they're suspicious of each other. So in this game, my father was the one that kind of helped mediate the treaty in order to start this mining venture to get more salt. This new, basically new mine that we found. This year's my father is sick, has now given me control of the house. Now I'm making those well. The cool thing is maybe is that when I make these decisions, it actually affects the choices and the path of the story. You know, which is almost like, you know, choose your own adventure books, which is cool. And also will help sway and what my teammates will want to do as well, influence what they think, and possibly will cause conflict as well, because some people will agree with me and some will not as well. Some will leave the party, some will join my party, some will try to fight me and stuff. So these choices actually matter quite a bit, which is really cool, especially for a Japanese RPG, because most Japanese RPGs are very linear comparatively, but I'm really excited for this game. Branches off quite a bit. Anyway, so the choice I can make. What do I really think about this? I think it is a significant stepping stone towards peace between the two nations. I think it's a valuable endeavor that will fairly profit everyone. I fear the intentions of the three nations are not aligned. I sense the storm is brewing. My pessimist, my optimist, or happiness. They've been playing the characters that kind of a positive. But I feel like something's brewing. Like, it is instant, but do I seriously be honest about it to this guy? Or keep my words? I think I'm gonna say what I think it's stepping stone. But I still believe there are stuff brewing in the shadows.
I think it a significant stepping stone toward peace between the three nations.
A safe reply, to say the least, Lord Sereno.
It's safe.
It is an ideal that I can only hope is shared by all those involved.
If I might ask, what is the ideal to which the Holy One aspires?
I would share the goddess's blessing with all of Norzelia.
Spread out.
The Holy One wishes for a world where people are equal. The goddess always watches over those who believe in her. May you all receive her divine protection.
But the good word of the goddess.
I apologize for visiting you in secret, but there is something I must ask you. I have heard that the people of Pizant live in equality. They say the goddess showers blessings upon those who follow her teachings. But is that the only reason?
Oh, a studious one you are, Prince Roland. King Regna has raised you well.
He's so well.
Of course, the goddess's teachings are at the core of the equality our citizens enjoy. But there are many measures taken by the Holy State to ensure the happiness of our people.
Minister Lila's Ministry of Medicine, which dedicates itself to the study of preserving life, is another example of this. The results of their research have allowed many people to overcome illness and injury and live long, healthy lives.
Fascinating. I would like to hear more about Hyzant's medical discoveries.
I see we managed to pique your interest. Minister Lila, I leave our guests in your capable hands. Pray, show them around the ministry and let them admire Hyzant's pursuit of life and magic.
Hans Wolford is invited to the Ministry of Medicine, though Frederica cannot help but feel lesson. Not speaking. Okay, let's do some side quests. Alright, back to Whitehorn Castle. Granny and Cordelia talk about their plan. Roland's the one that I want to talk about. He's the youngest he's the middle child of 3 siblings of the Kingdom of Glenbrook. He's a prince. Little older brother, younger sister. And he feels that his nobility is not fair, and it's very interesting how this should fall.
Brother, where is Roland? I've yet to see him today.
And you shan't, for he has left. Took it upon himself to join the mission abroad.
He did? I see.
Again, prioritizing his personal wishes above his station. Is there no end to his selfishness?
You haven't any love for him, have you?
Love? I would rather think of him as little as humanly possible.
How can you say that? He's family.
Royal family, and our duty is to the crown above all. Do not look to Roland for inspiration if you wish to carry yourself in a manner befitting your station, dear Cordelia.
That was good.
Look, a Rosellan. I heard she's an envoy from Glenbrook.
Be that as it may, is her kind even allowed to enter our halls?
I can only assume she received special permission, since Minister Lila's showing her around.
Ironic, considering the wishes of us researchers are hardly ever granted.
What a splendid facility you have here. I can see why your nation excels in the medical arts.
Normally, only ministry staff are allowed in. Having outsiders view our work is unprecedented.
We cannot thank you enough for your generosity.
If I heard correctly, it sounds like you are researching life itself.
That we are. In order to cure illnesses and injuries,
Life
we must
itself.
set our
Biology?
sights high.
Even illnesses deemed uncurable in other nations?
There is no miracle panacea in this world. but we like to think nothing is impossible.
Wonderful. And would you be willing to share those results with others, should you achieve them?
If you believe in the goddess's teachings, yes. At least, that is what I would expect the Holy One to say.
Minister Lila, the preparations for the experiment are complete.
My apologies, but I must get back to work. You are free to take a look around. However, I ask you to not enter the restricted areas.
Like the restricted section of the Hogwarts.
Of course, nothing is free in the Ministry, nor anywhere in Hyzant. And of course, when people are forced to adhere to teachings, there are some who will resist.
Who might you be?
Just a researcher, nothing more.
You are a special character. Now I'm gonna.
What was his problem?
Serenoa, I could use some fresh air, if you don't mind.
But of course, let us take a break outside.
How are you faring, Frederica? Better than before, thank you. I should like to rest in the shade for a spell. But of course, rest as long as I should take a moment to get to them. Alright, merchants. Some merchants are open for business during the exploration phase. They may be selling rare items you will not find at the provisioner and encampment. It'd be wise to speak with any shopkeeper you meet. It's rare for foreign dignitaries to be allowed into the ministry. Take your time with your You wish to enter the ministry? Let's see. I always knew that the goddess and her followers looked upon the Roselle with disdain, yet I cannot help but worry for my people. The sins they atone for are not their own. One cannot help but wonder why they must continue to pay for them. This has less to do with the goddess' teachings than it does with using salts. It makes me wonder why other citizens do not labor in this. I find it difficult to understand why, in this nation that touts equality, the Roselle must suffer some discrimination. I want to agree with me. That there's, well, I'm not sure if she is actually also concerned about a nation that touts equality. Say? I suppose my ancestors did something so unthinkable that we have yet to earn the cost. The Roselle who committed those crimes. It has Wolfort people are judged by their deeds and not the street. What is it that makes people happy? Well, the government basically pays for shelter, food, water, and everything. It's like ideal socialism. In exchange for worshipping a goddess that probably is... Everyone in Hyzant knows the goddess is human. Obey the teachings and serve your nation, and you shall receive the goddess' blessing. It is not wealth that drives Hyzant, but faith and happiness of you. We cannot ignore wealth's importance. How has the whole seed such value? It seems idealistic that nation can be built on faith alone. The people are less satisfied with their faith and favor. But what is it that brings the people such happiness? I thought the answer that might piss me off, let's see. There's no one who is free of desire. If the desire is nuts, it is only natural that people would be dissatisfied. What is Hyzant doing to address such dissatisfaction? We need to do anything. We need only to look around to see there are no needs or desires left unmet. Know that Aesfrost Glenbrook struggle with poverty and corruption. But here in Hyzant, things are different. The goddess leaves none of her followers empty. I see. Thank you. Does Season 7 have the people completely under their thumb? It has to be. They control all oil, all salt. Like the oligarchs. Minister Exxon. Always thinking of ways to make our nation great. He may be young, he's still a role model to his father. Though it seems he views Minister Sorcery with disdain. I had heard that Minister Exxon was in charge of military and diplomatic affairs, but it seems he goes above and beyond for his nation. I can't help but wonder where his aversions to Minister Sorcery. This is just between you and me, but not everyone's happy with the Hierophant. So honestly, don't understand why. There is some sort of best actions. Hyzant is a wonderful city. Please enjoy your time here at your Lexington. However, I ask that you not interrupt Minister Schwartz's work. And please stay away from this. One of the Season 7, I managed the production and shipment of salt. That is to say, I single-handedly bear the burden of Hyzant's finances. If you only imagine, though with such a venerable position, recognition of an unwavering faith to the goddess. Minister Sorcery oversees all Hyzant's dealings and salt, a nation of their nation's wealth. It is a crucial job, even among the secret. I must ask you to come back. Okay, I can't do this one. I picked another, maybe more. Must be nice having freedom to roam without limitation. Oh, dude. Goss's teachings condemn the Rizal to break-breaking labor at the source to atone for the crimes of their culture. I know it's the way of the nation, yeah, it doesn't. It's basically slavery. Pray, take care, Lady Frederica. I have no doubt this weighs heavy as the goddess summers. When another war arise, I know she will ensure the whole city. Hi Zant, the goddess' teachings should be very good. Even at the Ministry of Medicine, we're only allowed to research subjects decided by the goddess, though I cannot deny this now. Could the streets really be that safe in a city that's this wealthy? Wish I could say the same. Speaking of which, we should get ourselves some souvenirs before we head home. I'm sure your father would be happy to know you thought of him. Thanks, man. Source? Sorry, I can't say I know much about it. It's a sacred place that is select few are allowed to enter. Thank you, Mr. Sorry, guys. Random thought. I don't know why I have. That worked. Give me 1 second. Switch phones. I'm still getting used to. I'm slowly trying to separate my work life and my personal life. It's been hard to switch phones this late. I've been a lot better this week. Actually, the source of the shield and the thriving city between them, I can scarcely decide for what has been most. Only imagine the people feel the same way, and by the smiles on their faces. You seen the great big wall in the city? That's called the Gaza Shield. It protects us from any human beings. Welcome. How can I be a sorcerer? What's so special here? What's so special here? Have this. What your next? All right, I'll watch something. Sleep mode. I've been recommended to watch something here. Can't read Hangul. But let's see a Food Wars, No Game of Life. Watch here. All right, let's see what we got. I'm watching. The Netflix Awards collection. Got the Oscar. Alright, show.
지배자인
Alright, I'm gonna clean and sew. I haven't sewed college. Wait, no. I had to sew my tent.
이 세상에 완벽하게 평등한 관계는 없습니다. 두 사람이 만나면 의도했든 아니든 권력은 한쪽으로 기울죠. 어쩌면 우리 마음속엔 본능적으로 누굴 지배하거나 아님 누군가에게 복종하고픈 무의식이 숨어 있을지도 모르죠. 그리고 바로 당신 마음속에도 남들에게 말할 수 없는 욕망이 하나쯤은 숨어 있지 않나요?
정주 씨. 예. 오, 발령 받자마자 1등으로 출근. 안녕하세요.
This is really good.
지우 씨 말고 지후 씨.
I'm streaming watching this, but it didn't show the video, only the subtitles.
안녕하세요.
I see the video on my end. I don't see-
양대리는
I
같지만
don't see the video on my
대신에
stream.
우리 사업팀의 소문난 엄친아 정지우 대리가 우리 홍보팀에 왔어요. 잘 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 박수.
근데
important?
정지후, 정지우 정말 저만한
Okay.
차이네.
I'll go back to
성까지 똑같아서 이름 부를 때
I'm not watching the dub, I'm watching the subbed. Are you watching? Oh, you're watching my stream? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you want to watch? I can stream on my end. I had to play on a player that can actually see the video. So. Or we can time it. Get film. Do you want me to have the video come through? I'm streaming. So if I have the video up, I will be DMCA'd and I will be striked. If you want to watch, you can try to play on Firefox though. I can't stream on YouTube though. I have to stream only on Twitch, I think. Because there's like other people watching with me. Yeah, YouTube would shut the video off on my stream, so I have to stop stream on YouTube and only stream on Twitch. Yeah. Like on Wednesday, I played the song There She Goes. There she goes again, and then when Coco was being grabbed by that slime ooze, I got DMCA'd and I got a copy strike thing on my YouTube thing. I can stream on a private stream again to my 3 other viewers. Hi guys, you can't watch with me unfortunately, but if you want, I can do a private stream. They'd watch anyway. I'll have to cut off my stream and then kind of private stream. Play. Twitch works? Okay. You have my Twitch stream, right? Alright, I need to figure out how to do this. So, while we start working on this stream, I'm gonna work on. Give me like 10 minutes. Fine. Play some chill tunes. Oh, I get. Alright, go back. Alright guys, I will be ending my stream. Stream on. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can follow me at twitch.tv